briefly, Paolo, then we're going to move on to Bill.
This is a point which I'm very interested in, because it says not only that Berlusconi appoints his press, but I think it's a system which is unable to create. Let me use a not political correct word. It doesn't have an elite, and Italy is really unable to express a political elite, which is not the friends of the friends. And one of the points in the whole sexual scandal of Berlusconi, which, frankly, again, there are some aspects which are institutional. It's not only a matter of what he does in his private life. One thing which I think, one point which was very important was the use of personal favors in exchange for political rewards. So there was a whole system behind what we discovered, and actually I don't think we needed that particular episode to discover something which was very clear to a lot of people. How do you recruit candidates for European elections, general elections, regional or local elections? How do you recruit them in this country? How do you recruit them in Italy? And what transpired from this episode is there is really a horse trading system where friends of the friends were put on relevant lists, and depending on the weight or the favor you want to exchange, you are put in a very safe constituency or in a less safe constituency. Though, again, this is to me a country which is not able to function properly if you cannot express a good, a healthy, and possibly not linked to other powers political class. So I don't know if you have an answer to that, but it seems to me a very big problem in Italy. We haven't been able to solve it.
Can I just thanks. I just wanted to, because you're talking about the systemic problem, and Bill has investigated for the Economist, the Berlusconi empire, if you like, which is ongoing with the legal cases and everything else. But just supposing Berlusconi does leave for whatever reason, how difficult is it going to be to reform Italy, Bill?
First of all, I should say that the Economist investigated Berlusconi for me, rather than the other way. In other words, I didn't do that work. So I'm now developing an amateur interest in Italy subsequent to that.
David Lane was also one of the... Is that right?
David was one of the two key people on here. There was really a two-man team. One was David and one was a man called Tim Laxton in London. I should have no credit for that, nor did it... I mean, of course, it educated me a lot about Italy. Yeah, that's right. Second point I'd like to make, actually before answering your question, is about how much attention should we give to the British press. Let's leave the Economist to one side for the moment. I don't think we should care about what the British press writes about Italy. Newspapers tend to write about the exotic and the entertaining. Second, they certainly do that when they're writing about foreign countries. Just as there's a disproportionate interest in the Italian press about the royal family in this country. With every damn country, the foreign press writes about things that were misleading things. So I don't think we should be too exercised about that. Apart from that, obviously, is what we all read. Third, what is it that is important about this question that we're discussing, Berlusconi, the ailments of Italy, and so forth? It's a question I'm sort of struggling with, really. What is it that, from the data that Paolo brought, what should we really care about? And first, by the way, I should add on that data that from a British point of view, we should acknowledge that actually we are now lower than Italy on GDP per head because of the 25% devaluation of sterling.